What is Indigenous Peoples Day? Indigenous Peoples Day is a special holiday in the United States that honors the cultures of the people who already lived in the Americas before Christopher Columbus's arrival. This holiday coincides with Columbus Day festivities as a counter-celebration and rebellion against colonization and Christopher Columbus's arrival to America in the 1400s. When is Indigenous Peoples Day? Indigenous Peoples Day is observed every year on the second Monday in October. What is the history of Indigenous Peoples Day? Indigenous means native to a certain place, and the term Indigenous Peoples refers to people that were originally living in a place. Indigenous Peoples Day honors Indigenous peoples of the United States, such as the people of the Cherokee and Navajo tribes. This holiday was first honored in Berkeley, California in 1992. The year 1992 marked the 500th anniversary of the arrival of Columbus in America on October 12, 1492, recognizing the brutal genocide and colonization that occurred under his instruction. However, conversations about the holiday first sparked in the late 1970s when Native American groups conducted regular protests across the United States during this time. The International Congress on Discrimination Against Indigenous Populations in the Americas started to discuss a more in-depth proposal in 1977 at the UN conference in Geneva. This was a groundbreaking moment, as it was the first United Nations and International Affairs event with Indigenous delegates participating. In October 2021, the 46th United States President, Joe Biden, signed a presidential proclamation that declared October 11th a national holiday. Biden became the first United States president to officially recognize Indigenous Peoples Day. Indigenous Peoples Day and Columbus Day. It is no mistake that Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day occur on the same date each year. Christopher Columbus is considered a problematic figure in history. Although he was the first European settler to come to North America and discover the New World, this retelling of history only highlights one side of the story. Columbus was also involved in the mistreatment of the Native American people that already lived there. When European explorers arrived, they brought diseases and often did not respect the religions, family structures, and ways of life of the Native American people. For this reason, many people do not agree with celebrating Columbus Day. Overall, we can learn several lessons from the past. People can be brave and still make mistakes. Exploring the world the way Columbus did was brave and important, but not all of his choices were good, respectful, or wise. Celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day is an opportunity to recognize and honor Indigenous peoples as the first inhabitants of the Americas and celebrate all Indigenous peoples past and present. Most importantly, it reminds us to always treat others with respect, regardless of race, ethnicity, abilities, religion, or gender. We all must speak and act with kindness. For more information on Indigenous Peoples Day, head to twinkl.com.